Hello everyone, my name is Isha and I hope you all are staying safe and staying happy at your homes. Welcome guys. Today we are going to see about plastids and the vacuoles. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed my channel till now, so please do subscribe, share, like, comment to my subscribe channel and do share it with your friends. Let's get started. So a quick review of today's lecture is about plastids and vacuoles. Yesterday we have seen about the lysosomes and the mitochondria. Lysosomes, they are known as the suicide bags of a cell, and the mitochondria, they are known as the powerhouse of a cell. Lysosomes, they have a digestive enzymes in which when there is a disturbance of a cellular metabolism inside a cell, so they release the enzyme to cover up all the situations. And the mitochondria, it is the powerhouse of a cell. Today we are going to see plastids and vacuoles. Now what are plastids? These plastids, they refer to a double membraned bound organelles which are found in plant cells, specifically the plant cells. They are found in the cytoplasm, and these plastids, they store food, or they make and store food in the plastids for plants. Like mitochondria, the plastids, they also have their own DNA and the ribosomes which are present inside the plastids. Now there are two types of plastids. The first one is a chromoplast and the second one is the leucoplast. So the plastids, they are the double membrane bound organelles which are found only in plant cells, and they are found in cytoplasm. They make and store food in plastids for plants, and like mitochondria, they have their own DNA and ribosomes. So there are two types of plastids, that is the chromoplast and the leucoplast. So the picture which you are seeing on the screen is about a plastid which has outer membrane, inner membrane, stroma, thyroid. This is a little bit different picture which is very high. This is a basic structure, you can say. Now what are the chromoplasts? Now these chromoplasts, they are the colored plastids. There are two types of plastids, that is the chromoplast and the leucoplast. Chromoplastids, they are the colored plastids. They contain the pigment called chlorophyll, which are known as the chloroplast. Now the chloroplast, they contain the pigment called chlorophyll. Chromoplasts containing the pigment chlorophyll are known as the chloroplasts. Now these, as we all know, we have studied from childhood that chloroplasts are very important for the photosynthesis of plants. Photosynthesis in a plant. Now these contains the yellow and orange pigments in addition to chlorophyll. Chlorophyll has a green pigment, and in addition it also has a yellow and an orange pigment inside it. Now the leucoplasts, they are the colorless, or you can say they are white plastids. Now these are the primary organelles in which the materials such as starch, oils and protein granules are stored inside it. In chromoplast, there is a pigment called chlorophyll known as chloroplast, and it is important for photosynthesis. And in leucoplast, they store the organelles like starch, oils and protein organ granules are stored inside the leucoplast. Now the internal organization of a chloroplast, they contain a numerous number of layers, as we have seen in the previous picture. This picture you can see here, they have a number and numerous layers and organization of layers which are present, which are embedded in a material. That material is called the stroma. Now these are very similar to the mitochondria of the external structure of a mitochondria. Now the picture which you are seeing on the screen, I think the letters are missing here, but yeah, the first picture which you are seeing on the screen, it is about a chromoplast. The second one, it is a chloroplast, and the third is a leucoplast. Next, the vacuoles. Vacuoles are the fluid-filled organelles which are surrounded by a membrane. Each cell organelle, it is surrounded by a single membrane or double membrane. Each and every cell organelle has a membrane surrounding to it, which is having some nutrients or some fluid filled organelles which is surrounded by a membrane. Now the vacuoles, they are the storage sacs for a solid and a liquid contents. For a solid and a liquid contents which are present inside the cell, it is a storage vacuole, storage sac or a storage tube for them. Now it is very small sized in animal cell while they are in very large in a plant cell, and they store the cells food, water, sugar, minerals and waste products of the cell. They act as a storage sac of a cell. They store food, water, sugar, minerals and waste products of the cell. Now these central vacuole of a plant cell, they occupy are almost the 50 to 90% of the cell volume. It is very large in plant cell and very small in animal cell. Now here you can see the picture. This is a plant cell and you can see almost the large part of a cell which is covered by a vacuole. It is occupied by a vacuole about 50 to 90%. In plant cells, the vacuoles, they are full of the cell sap, which provides it a turgidity or you can say a rigidity to the cell to help in the movement, to help in the if there is any disturbance in that case. Now the many substances which are important for the plant cells that are stored in vacuoles. The substances or the minerals, the components which are very important for a cell, for the growth and for the improvement, they are stored in the vacuoles. Now it includes like amino acids and sugars, various organic acids and some proteins. Now in single-celled organisms like amoeba, the food vacuole contains the food items that the amoeba has consumed. Now in single-celled organisms like amoeba, they have a food vacuole which is containing food items that the amoeba has consumed inside it. So it is itself a big vacuole. In some unicellular organisms, the specialized vacuoles, they also play some important roles in expelling the excess water. When there is excess water, they expel out, and some waste products from the cell, they also expel out the excess of water and some materials. Now the picture which you are seeing on the screen is about an animal cell and a plant cell. Animal cell, it is a very small vacuole cell is present inside it, while in plant cell there is very large area which is covering, vacuole is covering a very large area of a cell. So yeah, this is for today, and in the next video we are going to see about a cell division, which is a very wide concept, very huge concept, but yeah, in NCERT it is given very less information has been provided. I will give you some extra points, some extra information, so it is very important, it is very basic, so you all have to know that. Yeah, in the next video we are going to cover the cell division, and after that we are going to complete our first chapter, that is the fundamental unit of life, that is the cell. Now after that video I am going to share some important points, some important questions, the definitions, the reasoning questions and the why questions which are expected to come in your exams, and I will take the questions from previous years also. So one video will be dedicated to that. If you want something else above this, so please do let me know in the comment section. Do share it with your friends. Comment, like, share and subscribe. So yeah. Thank you guys for your support. Bye bye. Take care.